yellow car as the green flag will come out. Clippies is sitting down in about 7th spot. So he's got 6 cars to get through, and he'll be able to do it right from the word go. And there he goes, making up on 1.
And Becker, once again, really good on the jump. He's got that thing dialed in. He's the first to see the flag, which means he's first to react. And that's how you got to do it. It's all based around qualifying, and that's why we're seeing him at the top of the pile.
And you can see that, unfortunately, Clippies has been held back slightly here by Van Niekerk and by Schlacht as they come into turn number 2. He's got to try and find a way past him as quickly as possible because you can see that Becker is going to get away.
Yeah, you can see there is a slower yellow car up the road, which he still has to get around. So, unfortunately, Krikke not good off the start. You can see the change of surface flag. That's because there was a little bit of fluid left over from that little kiss and then the makeup afterwards.
Well, you can see them coming into turn number 3 now, Casino Corner, into West Bank, and the latter half of Class C are still in their own little battle here. So that's not been sorted out just yet. But more importantly, the Class A boys have got through. Now it's up to Clippies to see if he's able to make up the ground and catch the high-flying Andrew Becker.
Here is a nice pass as well. So Van der Merwe is on the charge once again. You can see up the road there, there's a little bit of carrot dangling, and he has got something to chase down on.
So he comes through, green flags waving frantically.
Look at
now.
Lauren.
Lauren all over the back of, yeah, that is Rob Gearing. That's a superb effort there from him. First time out in the Lotuses, and he's running at the front end of Class B. Well done.
Lauren, this is the stage of the race now. She's going to start turning it up. She has the power in that car to start making some big passes, and she's pretty solid on the brakes as well. That car is supremely set up, so the Pinky is going to start charging. Outside ain't going to be the one, though.
Trying to go around the outside of Rob Gearing. Gearing will probably take a wide line coming through turn number 1 and keep it there.
Covers it tight.
Yeah, very nicely done. Looks like there might be a little bit of a problem here on one of the blue cars. That's a back marker they're coming in amongst there, so blue flags will be waving frantically and trying to get that car through. As you can see, Lauren goes flying past. Good drive there from her, but on her tail now, Neil McLeod, and he has his sights firmly set on the Tornado marketing machine, the pink and black car of Lauren Miller.
Well, they made it through, but I was holding my breath because they were trying to make that pass in one of the tightest sections. Here we go. 2 in 1, 3. Oh, everyone
getting out of shape. There was Rob Gearing. He ran a little bit wide, hot on the brakes. Fortunately, didn't back it up like Anton Miller did earlier on. He just decided to take the off-road, and well done to him.
Yeah,
that could end up in tears.
Muller is on the gas now, but she's got a lot of passes to make. But I'll tell you what, McLeod had to really get out of that one, so McLeod is going to have to build pace once again. He was very fortunate to come out of that and be able to recover and not get tangled up.
Now, Walker's starting to close onto the back end of McLeod. McLeod's doing the same thing on Lauren, and Lauren's doing the same thing on Derek. Now, what Lauren is trying to do is try and take the overall for the day for the Tornado marketing team, because if she's able to get past Derek, there's a possibility she'll win overall for Class B's.
B's, once again, is where all the drama is at, and turn number 4 on the track is where it's all breaking loose.
Turn 1 now, as they come through there, you can see how hard McLeod has pushed down that back straightaway. He's on the back end of the 2 leaders. Derek Van der Merwe in shot right now, Lauren Miller in 2nd, and there's McLeod in 3rd.
Heating up quite nicely as well, and you know, Lauren is really flying there. She's got to make the pass, but we're coming into that section of the track where there's just no passing.
Good recovery from Rob Gearing on the back end of Glover. Behind him comes fast Fred Alberts, so he managed to come out of the slipway and back onto the circuit. Unfortunately, didn't do the same thing as we saw in production cars. 5 million rands worth of damage. Oh, and damage we was talking about. C48 gets out of shape. Johan van Niekerk, wrong way around, dude.
Yeah, that was Rod Schaefer in the classic Lotus colors, just sitting right on the racing line, and everyone had to sweep around him.
Unfortunately, Van Niekerk is the man who lost out there and is parked on the sideline now. But in the thick of it, and as we always say, it is McLeod closing on the back end of Miller. Miller doing the same thing to Van der Merwe. No change up there just yet, but probably only a couple of laps to do it in.
And every time a situation like that happens, i.e. a spinner or a crash, everyone who's involved in that or around that battle has to back it down, and that's why we're seeing gaps develop onto the last lap, though, so no more time to make it count.
That's right. Andrew's still running in 1st. Clippies Krikke running in 2nd. Sorted out all the problems that he had on the Saturday. Derek Van der Merwe leading up Class B, and Lauren Miller coming 2nd, very closely behind him.
Yeah, fantastic racing here from the cobra-suspension Lotus Challenge. And once again, great to have them down here as part of West Bank Super Series and the Top Gear Festival. And as you can see, they've put on a phenomenal show.
Very physical racing as well. These cars, these tires, everything has worked super good, and we kept it going, even with a safety car.
Waiting for the checkered flag. There comes the man with the hand out. That means the checkered flag would be out, and Becker is going to make it 2 out of 2 for Class A. There comes the checkered flag for him. 2nd place, Clippies Krikke. Unfortunately, Norman Witt and Peter Zeely out of that front-end battle, but a fantastic effort out there from everybody, and finishing up race number 2 with minimal damage.
Yeah, 41, got the job done, qualified first. He's gone 1 for 1 on the streets of Durban.
Confirmation of the results there. Andrew Becker taking it. The Class B battle isn't finished just yet as they come through. Look at how Lauren is being pressurized here in the final stages. McLeod's got through, and will he be able to hang on? Lauren Miller's going to get into the slipstream, try and come out, and it's a dice for the line. Look how close it's going to be. It's real tight stuff. Lauren Miller is going to go back into the slipstream and pull out again, but unfortunately not enough, or is it? Across the line, yes, she's got him. 300ths of a second between herself and McLeod. That's the way to end a day's racing. Brilliant stuff.
She was able to go back in using a second slipstream and just do the slingshot right at the last minute.
Goose is going to hang on for another victory, and a superb effort in Class C for him. Winning out quite a way ahead of second place, but it is going to be Duplessis yet again. There you can see them in 9th and 10th place. Confirmation of A's, Becker and Cricker, and the B's, Van der Merwe, Miller and McLeod. One of the best races we've seen from Lotus Challenge.
The rest is a mark on the wall out there. Tell me about that.
Going into that corner is insanely hot, and you have very little reference points on the street circuit with this with a concrete block. So it's quite easy to outbrake yourself. And unfortunately, Anton just seemed to outbrake himself in front of me, and there was nowhere I could go. So that was the end of both of our races, but still good racing.
Anton, we've just wrapped up things here at the Durban Street Race. Tell me how that went in the last heat. Looked like you finally found some pace for the weekend.
Yes, gained about 2 seconds on yesterday, so I'm quite happy. The track got a bit greasy near the end, but it was a tough race. Even in the heat, it was very hard.
Push hard in the first 3 or 4 laps, and then the tires went off. And obviously you guys got the bonus package. You got a 10-lapper to finish things off, so pretty greasy out there.
Yes, pretty greasy. I thought at one stage they're going to stop the race. We had a crash in turn number 3, but luckily the safety car came out and we could finish the race. It was good.
A big thanks to Cobra-Suspension for all the action from the Durban Street Race in the Lotus Challenge. And next time out on Rapid Motion, catch up with action from SWAT Corps in the northern regions, Super Hatch, Alpha Trofeo, Porsche Challenge, and the 250 Supercarts.
Fuel economy remains a hot topic, whether you're talking price hikes, environmental impact or claimed consumption figures. We set out on a unique challenge with Jaguar South Africa to find out just how economical their 2.2 diesel XF is. Would 1 tank of fuel be enough to get us from Pretoria to Durban and back? And could Marius learn a few tips about driving more efficiently? Only one way to find out. Tune in to the Jaguar Extra Far Challenge on Motor Trends this July, only on Ignition, DSTV Channel 265.
Defy conventions. Sky Active technology. Fewer CO2 emissions. Less fuel, more torque. Consumes 6.9 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers. Soul and body moving as one. Drives like a sports car. The new Mazda CX-5 with Sky Active technology. An SUV like no other.
This weekend on Auto Mundial, will a clever ad campaign and a quirky name be enough to attract youthful buyers to Opel's new crossover? GM's oldest brand, Buick, soldiers on, and it's all thanks to the Chinese. And EDAG, already famous for its offbeat concepts, brings you the light car sharing. It's light, it's obviously a car, and it's meant for sharing. That's Auto Mundial this weekend, only on Ignition.
Auto Mundial, brought to you by Herschel, the winning formula.